The boarding gate clock blinked red as the final call echoed through the terminal, and the last seat on the plane vanished under the weight of a tired man who carried a small backpack and the heaviness of a life that had taught him to expect nothing. Sunlight poured through the tall airport windows, catching dust in the air like floating memories, and as the single dad buckled in, unaware eyes watched him from across the aisle. Minutes later, a billionaire froze in his leather seat, breath tightening, because the face he saw was not a stranger. It was a mirror to a past he had buried beneath money, power, and regret. Before the story unfolds any further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and quiet miracles that happen in everyday places, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories. Your support keeps stories like this alive and reaching hearts that need them. Armin Hale sat stiffly, shoulders hunched from years of carrying responsibility alone. He was a single father to a 6-year-old boy waiting with a neighbor back home, a boy whose laughter was the only reason Armin kept going after his wife passed away from illness 2 winters earlier. The job interview he was flying to attend was his last hope, a modest position at a regional firm that promised stability but demanded punctual miracles and relentless effort. Armin had almost missed the flight after his bus broke down, sprinting through the terminal under the bright morning light with shoes worn thin and prayers whispered between breaths. Taking the last seat felt like fate throwing him a bone, though he had learned not to trust fate too much. Across the aisle sat Kyra Montrose, a name printed on magazines and etched onto glass towers in cities Armin had never visited. Kyrev was a billionaire known for sharp decisions and an even sharper detachment from anything that resembled weakness. The private jet he usually flew was under maintenance, forcing him onto this commercial flight, an inconvenience he resented until his eyes locked onto Armin's face. The years fell away. The airport noise dulled. What he saw was not a tired stranger, but the boy he once called brother without sharing blood, the one he left behind when ambition burned hotter than loyalty. They had grown up in the same foster home, sharing daytime chores and stolen moments of hope under open skies. Armin had been the steady one even then, the protector, the one who believed people could be good if given time. Kyrev had believed in escape. When opportunity came, he took it and never looked back, leaving Armin to navigate the system alone. Seeing him now, worn but unbroken, struck something in Kyrev that no market crash ever had. The plane lifted into the bright blue, sunlight washing over rows of passengers. Armin stared out the window, thinking of his son's school project due next week and the rent notice folded in his pocket. He felt small in the vastness of the sky, yet hopeful in a fragile way. Kyrev watched him silently, noticing the calloused hands, the careful way Armin adjusted his seat to avoid disturbing others, the quiet dignity that hardship could not erase. Guilt pressed heavier than turbulence. As the flight continued through the calm day, memories and realities collided. Kyrev realized that all his wealth had not bought him peace, while Armin, with almost nothing, still carried love like a shield. The recognition was painful and cleansing. By the time the plane began its descent, the billionaire had made a decision that would alter more than balance sheets. Just before landing, as daylight softened into a golden haze over the city, Kyrev prepared to step into a role he had avoided for decades, not as a tycoon, but as a human being willing to repair what he had broken. This story is a reminder that the last seat can sometimes be the first step toward redemption, and that even in crowded places, destiny can find you under the honest light of day. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you of someone you lost or a chance you wish you had taken, please take a moment now to engage with this video and let your feelings be known. Special request: comment the word hope below if you believe that no life is beyond healing. Your support means more than you know, and it helps Life Spark Stories continue sharing moments that remind us we are never